Welcome back to another video. Look at this fire in a hoodie. My mom got it for me. Well, it was free, but it's because she spent too much money at Supplement King. But thank you. Anyways, welcome back to this video. We are talking about the Russ book. I know you're probably like, yo, that was one of your first videos. Yeah. But I think, it's another synchronicity in my life, being able to recognize these things that just can't be coincidences, right? So I finally finished the book this weekend. Perfect timing. Like, I don't understand how this happens, but it's like the point of my life when I need to hear shit. It just happens to be there, right? It's like, oh, I finally have an opening and I can finally read this, and then it like aligns perfectly. So much shit has been happening like that, and I'm so grateful for everything, and I'm being open to it and really like looking out for it, and lines and music or whatever, just being able to receive things. Like, I'm allowing myself to be open and reading this book. Perfect timing. It was about, I read part 2 and 3, but 3 is like really short. So part 2 was about persistence and part 3 was gratitude. And it's funny because I've been very, making sure that I'm being very grateful. Not that I was never grateful for before, but I think being even more outwardly grateful, I kind of subconsciously am more grateful. If that makes any sense. Like, I appreciated everything, but I didn't say it. So by saying it, it's like, oh yeah, I really, really am. And I think the universe, will recognize that and is recognizing that. It's not like I'm being grateful for brownie points. I'm genuinely grateful, but I'm just saying it because I appreciate everything, you know what I mean? And yeah, so the part 2 is about persistence, and I think that arrived in a perfect time because this past week, 2 weeks, it's kind of felt like a storm, and I think that was a great way to put it. I said it in the last video, not last video, but one of the last videos. Not like erratic, but just not very controlled. I didn't have lots of power, so I think the persistence, really helped me. It's like, yeah, keep on continuing to do what you need to do and what you want to do. Like, your hard work will beat any talent. You are doing the work. You are putting hard work in. You're being grateful for everything. You're recognizing people who comment. Thank you to everyone. The guy who that was at my gym, and he said he appreciated my videos. Like, everything like that, genuinely, I thank and I'm so grateful for. Like, thank you guys. And I think, this persistence is really helping me move on and take another leap, really put faith in myself, trust myself that I'm going to be able to make it. And, I have been saying it because I know I'm going to make it. I'm going to make it. I'm going to do what I want to do. But sometimes, you got to invest in yourself. I was talking to my friends today at the gym, like, I'm scared to spend some money on things I want because, I do have a car to fix, and, I do have other things that I want my money for. But also, if you're going to go play a basketball game, I use this analogy with him, and you are starting a new season, let's say a new team, right? You're going to want to buy new basketball shoes, right? You're going to want a better quality basketball shoes than you've had for the past like 2-3 years. You're going to want to upgrade. You want to be better. So why not let myself put a little bit more money in myself? I'm investing, and I'm going to get an even bigger payout, and I know that. So I think being able to trust myself, have the faith, really kind of jump off that ledge, jump over that wall that's blocking me, like, it will allow me to, work even harder because now I have another thing that can help me, and it's not like I'm going to go bankrupt or anything. I have a pretty decent amount of money, but, just being able to have that extra step, have that extra equipment, something like that, it will help me. And I decided that I'm gonna, because I'm investing on myself, investing in my future and my passion. I'm funding myself, funding my passion. I think that's a great thing to do. And this part 2 was also about moving with a purpose and plotting while being patient. And I kind of said that before, like, plant your seeds, while it's like storming outside, figuratively speaking, like metaphorically, you know what I mean? Like, your life's kind of hectic. Plant your seeds, make sure you're grounded and you know where you want to go. You're being patient, you're waiting but you're not waiting. You're still putting action in. You're taking time to focus on your future, focus on yourself. These seeds that you're planting, you are being patient, letting them grow, and you are working hard. And, moving with a purpose, wanting to follow your passion, your dream, whatever. You're moving with a purpose. You're being persistent. Put in that hard work, because any hard work beats that talent. And I do have a quote here. Sorry, I've two right here. So, you don't get dropped off at the top of the mountain. Dreams only work if you do. Don't fool yourself into believing you're not good enough or that you are less talented than the next person. Get out of your way. Like, bro, move. You've been thinking about this idea. You've been thinking about this passion, this dream you want. Thoughts, incredible. You have your ideas. You might be kind of plotting on how to start, but you never truly know how to start until you do. Put that action in. Just start. I've said that before. Just start, man. Just start. I'm telling you. Just starting and putting your foot in the door, incredible. You never know what will come to you, and make sure to be open to receive everything. When I first started content creation, and I was kind of on TikTok or whatever, and I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do, but I just kind of hopped in because I know that's what I wanted to start, right? And maybe like a month or something later, this brand from my town gave me some money to make videos for them and promote them. That's literally a sign. That's synchronicity working. You put your foot in the door. You tried it. Now you're making money. You put that action. You made a bit of money. You're on the right path. Just start. You don't start with $1 million, bro. Most of the time, you start down here. You got to work your way up, and it only takes your action and your work and your hard work. And that beats any other talent. This other quote: "This world doesn't bet on talent. It bets on people who bet on themselves. The world rewards confidence and belief. Period." I'm betting on myself. I've been betting on myself for the past, 3 months. Well, 2-3 months. Actually, no, longer than that. I don't know. I won't think about it. But I've been plotting about it. I've been plotting. And I'm betting on myself. I know that I'm going to become successful because I'm putting in the work and I'm putting in the effort. And I'm making sure to make it a priority that I do what I want to do. Make sure that my hard work towards my passion is a priority and no longer just a hobby. A priority that turns into your dream, and then you can do that for a living. The world rewards people who are open, willing to receive its abundance, and betting on themselves, working towards a future that they want, and the universe will guide you. Be open. Literally be open. Put your foot in the door. Leap off that cliff. Just jump right into it. You never know what will happen. Jump right into it. Start with action. Work. And never stop. Being persistent is integral. You got to do that. It's crucial. And the universe will reward you. And you will look out for opportunities. Have to look out for opportunities and be willing to receive whatever the universe gives you. Because it knows the best route for you. You just got to put the work in and trust your intuition. Be authentic. Trust your heart. That first gut feeling is usually right. Trust your vibes. It does take a bit for you to understand your intuition. I'm obviously not even all the way there, but I've gained a lot. And, I can really feel, when something's kind of wrong or whatever, that gut feeling, that vibe, your intuition. Use that. Put that action in. Be persistent. Start. One of the main chapters is pull the trigger. Don't hesitate to start. Just start it. You never know what will happen. Never know what would happen. And your hard work, continuing to put the work in, the universe will give you more abundance because it rewards hard work over just talent. Think about Kobe Bryant, if you know who that is. These other NBA players who obviously put more work, put lots of work in. But Kobe Bryant was, that next guy because he was always in the gym and working out and always trying to be the best. His hard work beat these other guys who maybe felt like they already reached the top and they only relied on their talent and they didn't put as much work in. The universe rewards your hard work, and you never know when it will start to take off or not. The main point is just start and keep on working. Be persistent. Let's see if I have another quote here. Once I have the opportunity, I'm going to be really focusing on this a lot more. Obviously, yeah, this is a priority, but I feel like when you fully jump into something, then you can really start to understand it. In this quote, it says, "I'd finally jumped off the cliff and was in the middle of falling, but it felt like flying. I looked up at the sky long enough, I grew wings." That was like a lyric quote. Russ basically saying like he's dreaming. He's been dreaming and putting in that work. And now when he finally had the opportunity to do what he wanted full time, he jumped off that cliff, he put 2 feet in, he grew those wings. He put that hard work. He was dreaming about it all along. The universe has granted him the ability to receive his abundance, and he was open to it, willing to receive it. He grew those wings and was able to follow his dreams, man. And here's another quote. "If you find yourself hesitating, don't. The what if will torment you. The oh well will free you." I think that was great because, living in regret kind of thing. What if I do that? Oh, what if I had done that? It will torment you and you'll feel stuck. But as long as you tried, and you will most likely fail, that oh well moment will feel so much better than what if. Because you never know what could have happened, what will happen. Just jump in and try. Because your oh well, your failure or your victories will feed into your abundance, learning from the failure lessons and everything along the way. Just be intuitive, be you, be authentic. Just start. Put that action in. I'm telling you, put that action in. And, this quote really helped me too. "Appreciate that you and your work are being recognized and sought after. Let that awareness boost your trust in yourself. Don't hesitate, don't doubt, don't even worry about falling. The wings will grow. Jump." That's a great quote to end off. Just start. Be open to receiving the abundance and victories. Don't hesitate about it. Just start it. Just start it. It's you versus you. Just start. Okay. See you guys tomorrow. Peace.